In this video, we're going to be taking a look at one of the best card tricks to have ever existed. In fact, it's so good that people have copied this card trick and gotten millions of views. And that card trick is 673 King Street, performed by James Galea, an Australian magician. But before we take a look at the fantastic card trick of James Galea, let's do today's magic trick right now. Alright guys, today's trick uses a pen and a pencil, and we're finally going to answer the question, to be or not to be? You take the pencil, it goes in the pocket, watch the pen, because when the lid comes off, it becomes the pencil, which means if the pencil's here inside my pocket, is the pencil. Well, that's day number 137's trick. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's Pen or Pencil by Michael Chamberlain. Now, there's no secret that a magician can take a deck of cards and seemingly mix them up right before your very eyes, and yet somehow still maintain the entire deck's order. Check that out. New deck order. But what takes that to the next level is when you can tell a compelling story while maintaining control over the entire deck. And James has come up with a routine that does just that. He's also been featured on The Ellen Show performing this very trick. That's just how good it is. So make sure you smash like if you haven't already and subscribe. Also, make sure you turn that notification bell on, yeah? Because every bit of interaction helps me to get more interaction. Alright, I'm not here to waste your time. I'm here to watch James Galea do some cool stuff. And action.
Thank you very much.
Wow. Look at the size of that
for you here tonight, but I'm not really sure exactly which one I want to do. I'm tossing up between two. So what I've done is I've put together a group IQ test.
Yes.
And depending on how you respond to that, will depend on the type of trick that we're going to do. So what I need you all to do is watch closely and listen carefully and do exactly as I do. Just everyone put your hands out so your thumbs are face up for me just like this.
I'm ready to receive your magic.
Very good. I can see some people out there going, and you're doing that. Put your hands up! Love you. Okay, very good. What I need you all to do, you can do this at home as well. Hands so your thumbs are face up. I want you to turn so your thumbs are facing the floor for me just like that.
I'm ready.
Turn so your thumbs are facing the floor.
Really?
I've already lost a few of you. It's going to be a fun one. All right. What I need you all to do is put your palms together so your thumbs are still face down for me just like this. Palms together so your thumbs are still face down. You look like a seal, like this. So your palms together. Very good. Okay, now comes the real hard part. What I need you all to do is clench your fists so your thumbs are face down for me just like that. Just clench your fists, mate, so your thumbs are face down just like that. Okay, very good. What I need you all to do on the count of three is watch closely. I want you to turn so your thumbs are face up for me just like this. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So your thumbs are face up for me, please.
Mind freak. Mind freak. Are you ready?
You can put your hands down, mate. If you didn't get it the first time, you're not going to get it now, okay?
That's a great introductory trick. A lot of magicians use that one for when you have to like quickly warm up a crowd. Like you run on stage and it's like, you got like 5 minutes. So you have to like get the crowd into it somehow, get them involved, and then you can show the trick. It's usually a great way to break the ice. If you don't know how it's done, let me give you a quick tut. So you're going to like instruct them to do the whole thing and then put their palms together. And then at some point, you're going to like gesture to someone. So in this case, he said, you look like a seal, but the camera wasn't on him for that. So what happens when he says that is he goes like this, he goes like that, and then he goes, you look like a seal. And then he comes back under into the new position. And then from there, he can bring his hands up. I mean, I know that some of you probably already knew that. However, it's a fun trick to know, you know what I mean? It's just a fun party trick. The real magic is the next part. Oh man, he's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna be crazy, man.
Do a little trick for you. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Everyone always asks me, do I cheat when I play cards? And the answer is it depends on whom I'm playing. If I was playing you, ma'am, I wouldn't cheat at all. If I was playing you, mate, I definitely would. And I'll show you why. It's pretty simple. First thing I want you to see is that all the cards are in fact different, okay, folks? You can see all the cards are different. No two cards are alike. It's a normal pack of cards. You can buy them in any magic shop.
Damn, stock.
I'm just kidding around. Now, people always ask, do you cheat at the casino? You can't actually cheat in the casino because they shuffle the cards themselves. They give the cards what's known as a riffle shuffle. It's the fairest way to shuffle and cut the cards. And what this does is changes the whole order of the deck. So even if you were watching, you can't actually work out what's going on. And after that's happened, what they do is they'll cut the cards. And what this does is changes the whole sequence of the deck. For example, if you were to cut here at a 6, for example, if you were to cut just a few cards below, you'd be at at 8, therefore changing the whole sequence of the deck. That's why the cards get cut. What's your name, man? Jane. Jane, just give the cards a cut for me, doll. Just give them a cut. Very good. And what this does is...
So Aussie, doll. Just give those cards a cut there, doll.
Change the whole order. Give the cards a cut for me, please. Very good. Can you lean forward? Give the cards a cut, mate. Very good. Now, I'm going to tell you a little story. It's a little bit of fun about what happened to me the other night. I was actually out and I met up with a couple of girls. They were two redheads.
Bang.
I was chatting to them for, I don't know, about 1, 2, 3 minutes. I met up with their friends. They were two brunettes. They said, what's your name? I said, it's James with a J. Don't forget that. They said, rightio, James, where are you headed tonight? I said, I'm not too sure. They said, come with us to 673 King Street. I said, sounds like a plan. They said, there's a cover charge, though, $25. I said, $25? They said, yep, $25. You with me so far?
That's the rhythm break. So he's like whipping through it, 673 King Street. So he's establishing that he's in control and that he's setting up the deck and all the trick is happening. And then he breaks the rhythm. In that moment when he's like, you with me so far? Everyone just kind of forgets what happened. They literally just forget everything that just happened, and now it's like a reset, like a hard reset, so we can go straight back through the story again.
At this point, my phone rang, right? So I cut in my pocket to find my phone. When I did, do you know what I said?
Cut in my pocket.
I said, hello, James speaking. My friend said, James, where are you headed tonight? I said, I'm not too sure. I've met these girls. I'm going to some place called 700 and something King Street. The girls knew that was wrong. They said, no, no, no. It's 673 King. I said, I'm sorry, mate, I've actually got that wrong. It's 673 King. He said, I'll be there soon. Is there a cover charge? You remember how much it was, folks? That's right. He said, all I've got on me is 10. I said, don't lie. He goes, okay, I've got 40, but that's all I've got. Can you lend me some money? I said, no problem. He said, James, you're a good person. At this point, I rocked him inside the Princess Theatre. Nobody was trusting me, especially you. So he cut the cards, and he said, let's play poker. I said, sure, what would you like?
I also kind of love the fact that you can just hear the microphone just rattling around on the table.
Like, he said, a full house, 2 4s and 3 8s. I said, I'll see what I can do. I came over there, and Jenny wanted 4 9s, which is a pretty good hand as well. I wanted you to win, mate, so I gave you the 4 aces with an 8. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4.
Bam.
You went to go take all the money from the table. You thought you'd won. I said, what the hell are you doing? You said, James, you couldn't possibly beat that. I said, the only thing it does, mate, is a straight flush. That's what I've got, and that's my story.
So strong.
Thank you very much.
Bam! So there it is, a big old story deck for you. Story deck is a fairly new concept in Magic, but it's still so cool to see people make entire deck stories like Sam the Bellhop or 673 King Street. It's some great stuff. It's like maybe I should perform 673 King Street out on the streets, like street magic. I don't know, what do you think? Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed that. As always, the links to James Galea's social media will be in the description below. Make sure you check him out, dude. The guy is good. Really good.
Call me Bucky, lucky that I'm innocent. If I didn't have no morals, I'd be menacing.